Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Baldur's Gate 3 with Jolly and the Ne'er-do-Wells. Our inventory is bulging on a couple of characters, but it's actually alright on Shadowheart and Minty. I was thinking let's go to a shop right away, but upon seeing their inventory levels, I think we're alright for now. I was also mildly concerned that if we do go out now, the Steel Watch might want to have words with us. But I'm not too concerned about that at this point in time. Lockpicking is impossible on this gate. And it is locked. So I guess we're working our way through here. Well, we've got a guy. Xanatubin.
Fadax Fagnal Krefna Datrof. My daughter, sweet Obelia, what have they done to you?
What's going on here?
The Bay Knights. They collared us like dogs, locked our families away, promised us freedom if we followed their every command. But it was a lie. They used a motivator, probably laughed as collars activated, burning my friends, my family from the inside out. All except me. Gond must have intervened, but why save me? Why is my life worth more than my daughter's?
I don't think a god saved you. Maybe it just malfunctioned?
Believe me or don't, I care not. But Gon kept me alive for a reason. If I cannot be my fellow Gondian savior, then I shall be their avenger. The Steel Watch must be destroyed, and the Foundry with it.
I'm in. Just tell me how.
The Foundry was built to withstand the power of 100 wild magic sorcerers. In its depths, however, lies the Neurosita, the nerve center of the Steel Watch. Take me to it. I will disable the Steel Watch and end this perversion of Gondian ideals.
Yeah, come on then. Let's take this place down.
Gond, light the path and grant us your wisdom.
Cool, we've got a funny little guy on the team. Can't hurt to bring him along, I suppose.
Restricted area. Entrance only with Lord Gortash's permission. Violators will be executed.
Yeah, I'm sure you could give that a try.
This is the Foundry's main lab. The horrors we made here will haunt me to the grave.
Okay, he's a sad little man. We've got a rumble. And there is a Hellfire Watcher involved. That's like a Steel Watcher, but better, it seems. So if we could blow that bugger up, it might harm some other people. But it's acting pretty fast, so unlikely. Unless we give it reason to stick around at ground level. It might dash. If we stay here, it might dash. So maybe that's our best bet. Yeah, it might not have the reach to get to us. Especially because we pushed it back a bit.
Listen up.
I suppose we can chat shit at Gudrun.
Burgeoning Bonbontherer.
Yeah, have that. Oh, is it not even acting this turn? I guess it joined the fight late, so it doesn't get to act. If I'd known that, then I would have just strolled in and dealt with it. But alas. There's a bunch more buggers in the fight, it seems. But that's one out. Maybe we scuttle away? Yeah, let's let the Hellfire Watcher have its first turn before we really get into things. Ah, the second Hellfire Watcher has now joined the fight. Okay. We missed that shot. and we curved and it still missed. We haven't even got sharpshooter on. What is your aim like, Shadowheart? Gloves of Dex. Maybe we should just respect you and got your Dex up to like 20 or something. No, Minty. Do you want to maybe Sleet Storm? It'd just be fun to make everyone fall on their butts. Hellfire Watcher is dashing, as I thought they might. The second one has jumped up top. Interesting. So what about you? He's level 10. It's just a rock gnome. Doesn't seem to indicate anywhere what class he actually is. He can't run very far. He can't Misty Step. Although again, that doesn't get him very far at all. So what can he really do? The answer seems to be hardly anything. Maybe we could just try and keep him alive? Yeah, he's blurred. Now you're going to fall over. Excellent. You're going to dash. 2 Hellfire Watchers means this could be a tricky fight. You're going to get up and then hopefully just fall over again. Yep. Same again. Wonderful. I do enjoy watching all these buggers fall on their butts. So now that old Steel Watcher is in range, let's deal some damage to it. And then, can we scuttle far enough away? Is that going to save us from any explosions? Maybe, although, yeah, now it can move, can't it? So... Oh, and here comes the second one. Yeah, none of this is boding terribly well. But at least we can make this first one explode, perhaps. Yeah. So everyone needs to get the hell out. Shadowheart, how do you want to do that? You do have Misty Step. We have seen that you can get up top here. So maybe we put you up here. You start working on this second Watcher. Yeah, it's reasonable damage. Now Minty needs to move. What does she want to do? These buggers don't like lightning. Did she go for a Shocking Grasp? No, because she can't reach. I guess she was prone, wasn't she? That's why she's got barely any movement range. I guess that also means that she's lost her Sleet Storm, so I could have used Core Lightning there instead of Shocking Grasp, because I wasn't concentrating on anything else. I should pay attention to these things. Blight. That is potentially good damage. Saved against it, but again the counterspell didn't pop off. Does counterspell not pop off if we're also backlashing? I don't know. No. The Gondian friend can move in and actually do good damage. Can they jump? No. Okay. They got proned. And they're also a bit wounded. But only a bit wounded. These guys will be slipping for another turn. So even though Sleet Storm has worn off. Oh no, that one's standing still. Clever. But what about Martin the Hammer? Bane's command. Okay. So yeah, this one's going to explode. So let's just move in here and maybe we'll deal with this bugger instead. Flick of the wrist, get the job done? Yes, amazing. Oh dear, Gondian Chum has been maimed. Now, do we want to deal with that? Or do we want to deal with this because it's in our way? Yeah, that's that down. This one can be beaten up a bit. But it's not going to explode just yet. Next turn it probably will though, because Shadowheart can wound it quite effectively. Once you can have a shot at that bugger that was trying to kill us. Minty. I would quite like to just get another Sleet Storm on the go, I think. Possibly in a different spot though. We put it here. Then that will affect anyone trying to come up the stairs. Now, Gondian Chum can't move because they're maimed. But they do have Misty Step. Which can't move them very far. And actually it doesn't work because they're maimed. Okay. That bugger jumps off the ice. They can have their arrow right back at them. I suspect we've got some more falling on their ass to do, although she's going to try ranged attacks again probably. No? Okay, she has fallen on her ass. Wonderful. So Jolly, where can you get to? You definitely gets around here. Can you hit anyone who's down there from up here? No, you can't jump. But you can Eldritch Blast. Path is interrupted against those guys though. So we'll give Martin the Hammer a sound beating. And I guess we can't sand toss either on these lads. Okay, Astarion exploded. That's not the end of the world. It's quite bad. It's not the end of the world. He can jump down here. Perhaps heal himself a touch. And then you can take a punch. And you can have one too. It's a lot quieter down here now that we don't have to worry about Hellfire Watchers detonating. We'll ping that shot onto the next guy. So we still have Sleetstorm up and running. What else are we going to do with Minty? Is there any way from here that we can hit that one? Yes. Wonderful. It's a bit more ice down as well. That one does get to move. But I feel like this fight's in the bag. Even with your shots on Shadowheart. Okay. Good jump. It's jolly. May as well march out onto the ice. You're immune to prone. And Astarion could do a big bout. Oh no, wait, you've got someone stood next to you, haven't you? Yeah, best deal with them first. Now, do we have the movement to reach Martin the Hammer? We do. Dang it. Good damage though. Shadowheart can probably finish him off. Yes. Should have probably moved her in a bit first, because I think she was out of range there with that one. And there we go. Oh, we've alerted some more friends. Okay. The fight goes on. Astarion takes a bit more necrotic damage, but maybe that's fine. Maybe we just wait here for these friends to come over. Although we can ping that one. We don't really need to stay in this sleet storm though, do we? We could just get in there and kick some butt. Like so. Underbite Younts goes down. What sort of name is that? Underbite Younts. Absolute freak.
Let's finish this.
Now Shadowheart. Can you reach these guys from over here? You can. And because your roll's actually so good, let's put Sharpshooter back on. And that's immediately means we miss. Bloody hell, Sharpshooter. Ooh, that guy's scary. How close can we get with a Cunning Dash to these friends? Close enough, it seems. Big fat damage. And then Astarion will finish that one off for sure. And possibly finish this one off too. Looks likely. Excellent. Fight is over. So Astarion, do you want to drink some little potions? We don't have a lot of use left for little potions of healing at this point. They're not really going to do very much for us in fights. So we may as well just chug some to get back up. Now we're encumbered, apparently. Oh yeah, it's because I've just given him a bunch of potions. And he was right on his limit. So let's see. He's no longer encumbered, and Shadowheart can do some looting. Oh yeah, she's up top, isn't she? But that's fine. She can make her way down the way that you get up there if you're not teleporting and such. Got a bit of loot from our friend here. The Winkling gloves give sleight of hand and +1 attack. That's pretty cool. And a kill collar. It's worth a bit of money, if nothing else. Oh, there's Deck Gondian there. He just picks up a poem on his body, which is what made me think, yeah. So I guess the Gondians down here were just destroyed when the motivators went off. That's fine. Don't know if anyone down here's really got anything worth looting, but you don't want to miss the one guy who's actually got stuff that's useful. Zombie? Where's there a zombie? In surgery. It's unable to move. Good. No, it's definitely unable to move. Why are they doing surgery on zombies?
A cadaver with the brain removed. Is this how they puppet the steel watch?
Ah, that would explain it. Very good. Practical introduction to Mercolite operative necromancy. So yeah, they use necromancy magic and such. Pull the brains out of people, stick them in. Jobs are good. We can make our way deeper into this place, into the control centre. There's nothing else down here, is there? Just some more dead Gondians that we don't really care for. They drop some fairly valuable armour, I guess. What have we over here? A lever and an elevator. So I guess that's how we're going to get out once we've dealt with everything. But for now it seems like the antechamber is the place to be. We've got Lula Forza, who's got no head. How to build a watcher. So Gortash hijacked the Gondian Auto Guard project. So the Gondians were already working on this stuff, but then Gortash came along and said, let's put human brains in, probably. They were originally designed to be piloted by a gnome in the torso. Gortash took over the scheme. It was going to involve Mercolite necromancy and Illithid psionics, yeah. The zombie is decapitated, has his brain removed. The brain's tadpoled and put in the brain jar. And then, yeah, that powers everything else. The headless body is wired into the torso of a steel watcher. Okay, you hope to do something about that. Didn't work out for you. If the proper code is entered into the neurosity, it triggers a fatal psionic feedback loop. I don't know what the code is, but I might be able to guess it. Okay, it seems like you probably failed.
The watcher this brain controls is offline for maintenance. The brain dreams, images of life in a garden cottage in spring.
Good for you, brain.
The brain in this jar is aware that its watcher is on duty in the control center, vast and throbbing with Illithid telepathy. It ignores your mind touch as a mere distraction.
So that might be a watcher that's up ahead.
The parasite stirs within the pickled brain, twitching. As your mind connects, you feel yourself become strong, powerful, metal. You are a steel watcher, charging through the streets in pursuit of a young girl. She is screaming.
Well, sounds like a warhorse's purpose is to charge. She needs to be crushed.
Like they always do at that troubled age, she shrieks for her mother as you corner her in a dingy alley. Crunch, crunch, scream, scream. Job done. As you are thrown from the infected brain, you get one last glimpse of the girl. Just another stain in this filthy city.
Awesome. We're going to wash it clean. And you know what we're going to use for that.
Your mind whirls as the brain, swimming with parasitic juices, connects with yours. With a jerk, your mind is transported. You look down, your body of pure steel and power whirring. A dwarf cowers before you.
Please, Mr. Steel Watcher, sir. I'll never steal again, I swear it on my mum's life. Just let me go!
Yeah, you'll never steal again. Crunch, crunch, scream, scream, I guess. We'll just disconnect and let the Steel Watcher do its thing, by the look of it.
The last thing you hear before you disconnect is the dwarf screaming and the squelch of flesh beneath metal.
Wonderful. And now that it's done its job, we can destroy that one as well. Guess it's time to head through this door into the control center. Could have a quick peek in these crates. Not a lot. Okay. On we go. Hello, friends. Friends? Oh, there's a friend. There's some absolute stuff. There's another friend. And on the left-hand side, a third friend. And then at the back here, maybe that's the Neurosity. Does anyone want to have a scrap? I'm going to assume that they all do. So let's try and pick them off. If we can. Battle is commencing. Oh, hello. Where did you come from? Steel Watcher Titan. Gorsash's magnum opus. Yeah, you've got stats. Vulnerable to lightning, though. Magic resistance. Multi-attack anyone who's prone, maimed, or restrained. Other than that, you're just a big beefy boy. So do we start with the Hellfire Watchers? We can get those down fairly swiftly compared to most things, I think. Not enough movement, though. Let's start with a big bounce. Does that help? Still not enough movement. But we've got extra reach because of our glaive. It's still not enough. So just have some of that, I suppose. You're probably dashing? No? You've got a ranged weapon. Okay. That's a lot of damage. Do you all have crossbows? No, don't jump over there. Brick, I want to kill you. Okay, that's a shitload of damage before we've even got a chance to move. That sucks. Oh wait, that's Astarion. Bug, I thought it was Shadowheart. Oh well. We've lost a bonus action. Oh, piss. We've missed with our other fist. Now it's Shadowheart. 50% chance. Sharpshooter off then. We've missed with that shot, but we managed to ping it onto another guy. So we're going to need to spread out. We're also going to need Minty to not die. If you don't mind, everyone. Can we arrange that? Decent damage with the old lightning, but that's saved against it. She can fly with a bonus action, but where would she fly to? She can't get up there, I guess. So maybe it's better spent drinking a health potion. Now, what are you going to do, Titan? Hellfire Curse. So let's not use Psionic Backlash. Let's just use Counterspell and see what happens. Okay, so I think that confirms my theory that Psionic Backlash plus Counterspell means that spells don't get countered. Which is lame. I want to take this one out. Good, it's about to explode. I also don't want all my people to be grouped up, so let's go this way with Jolly. Okay, it got mocked, but it's immune to the psychic damage. Oh wait, is it going to explode before Astarion can move? Yeah. And then that's a critical hit. That sucks. So Astarion. This one's kind of getting close to the girls, so let's work on it if we can. And then let's not end Astarion's turn just yet. Because I want to see if we can get this one down into exploding range. So we'll drop our Core Lightning on it. Yeah, that did lots of damage. We like this. So now we go back to Astarion. And we move him out of range of the explosion. So unfortunately, yeah, we can't fly up to any sort of safe area with Minty. That's a shame. So let's just move her back over here. Maybe drink another potion. Now Tyson is dashing. And doing Hellfire Curse. No thank you. I just don't want to know what that does. Feels like a bad idea to find out. Jolly can do decent damage to this one. Probably can't disarm it. Oh wait, it can be disarmed. The Watcher Greatsword is on the ground. Maybe that's useful. That one will deflect its missile, but it still hits us. I don't quite understand why deflect missile didn't cause that to stop Astarion taking damage, but maybe it's fine. Shadowheart, can you
Got to move.
finish this one off? I think you can. Yes, good. Can you blind this one? Is it possible? It is possible. And you did real damage as well. Good job. And then Minty can definitely hit it with some lightning. 62 damage. That's insane, Jeremy. And we'll scuttle away just in case it tries anything. Okay, it's been attacked once again. And now it's dashing. And now it's going to try its Hellfire thing again. Yep. Once again we'll say no. Bulwark. What does Bulwark do? Becomes unyielding and can use its Repair Matrix, Hellfire Missiles, and Repelling Protocol. So Repair Matrix can heal it. Hellfire Missiles is probably a new maneuver that it's got. And Repelling Protocol might push people away from it. Only attacks dealing at least 15 damage can harm it. Well, we should be able to deal 15 damage, right? Although we don't appear to have enough movement. I just wonder if it's going to counterattack and ruin our day. No, it doesn't seem to have a counterattack, so that's good. And that's real damage.
The gods are watching me.
So that was exploded. Astarion can reach this one for a smack. I'm not sure if bonus attacks will do enough damage. Oh, it did. Oh, we've broken it out of this bulwark. That's even better. Shadowheart is far too close. Is it still blinded? It is, for one more turn. I do worry that it's going to self-destruct in a minute and blow up Astarion.
Let me strike.
But we want it down. If we have to take some collateral damage in the process, then so be it. Doesn't seem to want to self-destruct. Oh, and blinded has worn off. It's a good thing we've still got counter spells. And now it's bulwarking again. And it is targeting Astarion with Hellfire missiles. Okay. Okay, that did no damage this time. That's unfortunate. Astarion. Can't reach destination. I think you can, Brand. But yeah, that was a 15 at least. What can we do with Minty? 36. So maybe its bulwark lasts until its temporary hit points are gone. I'm not sure that Shadowheart can really do a lot of damage to it. Oh no, I tell a lie, 17. Okay, she did decent. Hellfire missiles are certainly fun. Repelling protocol just pushes people away. There goes the bulwark once again. And down it goes. That was a fun fight. Had to do a bit of thinking here and there. Do you want to loose it, Shadowheart? Gone to Mile. A legendary bow. Deals even more damage, probably, than Titan String. And can inflict Guiding Bolt on a hit. It glows. It's a +3 weapon. It just seems very good. So we'll just stick that on Shadowheart. Does anyone else want the Titan String? Astarion doesn't ever really need to use a bow because he's just got range for days. But if he ever does want to use a bow, it's probably Titan String. So that makes Shadowheart a bit stronger. That wasn't even my intention with coming here. I just wanted the Steel Watcher out the picture. But I'll take a legendary bow as a side effect.
Your Rossiter awaits your input.
Well, there's some gnomish on it. We understand that. Maybe that will help us. But maybe it won't. But maybe it will. But maybe it won't. But maybe it will. But maybe it won't. But maybe it will? What are these rolls? We've got advantage. We've had like 8 rolls and we've just failed on them all. What a load of piss. 10 rolls and we
You
can't
cannot make sense of this complex machine.
understand this machine at all. Let's press a button.
The machine doesn't respond.
Okay. Very well. Can't even read this plaque, apparently. We're too stupid for that. Can we give it fisticuffs? We can, but it takes no damage. An Erosta Globe.
Telepathic traffic radiates in waves from this semi-illithid globe, and your tadpole throbs in blissful response. This vile globe fills you with instinctive revulsion.
Okay, so Astarion can read the plaques. Or at least one of them. I guess we can also try to decipher it. We're not a gnome, so we don't have advantage. But we've still just done it first try. Well done, Astarion.
The Neurocitor is the epicenter of the Steel Watch, controlling and connecting every single watcher in the city. Its technology is far beyond anything you have ever seen. You'll need more than magic or steel to destroy it.
That's unfortunate. Let's just push this
The
button.
machine doesn't respond.
Okay. So what do we need? If that gnome hadn't come in with us, then maybe he could have survived. We could have brought him down now to blow the place up. But alas. Okay. Clockwork jiggery pokery. We like that.
This head belonged to the automaton you encountered in the Underdark. How did it come to be here?
Bernard? Was Bernard involved in the creation of the Steel Watch? We've got more brain jars up there. We don't like brain jars, so... it's probably not a bad idea to take them out. I wonder if any of these were connected to the Watchers in this fight. And if we could have eliminated some of our opponents this way. And there's a valve over this side. Cerebral fluid. What if we turn that? Okay, that actually destroys them all in one fell swoop. Nothing useful over here. There's stacks of scrolls. Okay, there is a scroll. Let's have a look. Okay, so they're having corrosion issues with the Watchers. I don't know if that helps. Does Questlog say anything useful? There must be something in the foundry that can help us figure out how to destroy it. Okay. But was that just tubing? Or am I looking elsewhere for clues? This one knew that there was a passcode of some sort. Thought they could figure it out. There's a book, The House of Wonders. Okay, that's just about gnome stuff that we don't really care for. Parchment. Does that tell us anything useful? No, it can't even be read. Okay. Maybe back upstairs. Okay, this does bring us up here, as we thought. What about this device back in the first room? Okay, nothing doing there. Did our dead friend have anything on him? Let's see. Only Gon's true name can destroy the Neurocitor.
Gon's true name. I certainly don't know it. Perhaps I did, but I've forgotten.
Okay. Bainite request form. We just dropped that, didn't we? What's over here? A Bainite book. Doesn't really help us, I don't think. Got to loot old Underbite. And then we got some general Gondian types as well. Orders to the Black Gauntlet. Reeves. Okay.
No time to waste.
Yeah, there's nothing going on these bookcases. It's just the House of Wonders. And that's about it. So, yeah, I'm running out of ideas. Maybe we'll just leave it. We've destroyed a lot more brain jars. I found one up there that we'd missed. So maybe the best way to disable the Steel Watch is just go back and beat up Gortash. That should work. I guess there's one other thing we could try. We do know that Wulbren had plans to blow up the watch. So if we could find his base,
At the ready.
maybe, just maybe, we could sneak into his base and See if there's any bombs around in there that could do the trick.
It's locked. From the other side.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to get in through the caves. But we can also sell some stuff whilst we're back on the surface.
Gildra? Oh, no. Just you again?
Yeah, it's
How can
just
I
us
help you?
again. Gildra's not coming back.
What? Don't joke about that. He'll come back. He always does. He's probably just gone to get more coal for the forge or visit one of the ore mines.
He's dead.
And no obituary in the Gazette? Impossible. I don't know why you're insisting on spreading these nasty thoughts, but I'll ask you to kindly keep them to yourself. Now, is there anything you'd like to buy? If not, move along. Come back soon. And if you see Gildro, tell him everything's under control.
Well, I hope it is, because he's dead. We'll just pop over, see what's going on out here. Is this the right way for the caves? Maybe. It's the right way for the windmill, which we've apparently not been in. That definitely sounded like screaming. And that wasn't even our fault. There we go. Sleepy Mind Flayer. Guess we'll put it out of its misery. Yeah.
The creature was born recently. Its mind is still fresh. You can absorb its potential if you consume it.
That does sound like a plan. Where's its brain? Is it just sat in our inventory somewhere? Send that to Astarion. I don't think it matters who consumes it, but it seems like more of an Astarion thing to do. Yeah, it just gives us the general tadpole that we could put anywhere we like, so we could in fact give it to Minty. And we shall. Now, is it up here, the cave? It's somewhere in this vicinity. We only need a little hole. We're not failing any perception checks up here, so we might be in the wrong spot. I feel like I should have found it by now. Maybe the cave doesn't exist because Walbra never made it to Act 3. Did any of the gnomes make it to Act 3? Probably not. I'll have a quick peek right down at shore level. And if that fails, then I guess we'll just have to go and deal with Gortash the old-fashioned way. We've taken up most of the Steel Watchers by destroying all those brains. Yeah, nothing down here except a dirt mound. So I guess we'll just chill out on the beach for a bit, and next time we'll get ourselves into much more bloody mischief. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.